Am I the jerk for calling mom when my husband refused to listen to me? I, 26F, recently moved into my first home. I am also 4 months pregnant with our first baby. The pregnancy has been very hard. I have horrible morning sickness. It reached a really bad point where I passed out, hit my head, and my doctor admitted me to the hospital for a week. When I got home, my husband allowed his brother's family to move into 2 of our 3 bedrooms. They were evicted, I don't know why. One room was my office, was tossed into our room, papers everywhere. The house was a complete wreck. Trash, dirty clothes, used diapers. I started to cry. It was like a light flip. My husband was no longer the same. My husband told me it wasn't that bad. My reply was, fine, then you should have the house cleaned up before I wake up. Completely exhausted, I fell asleep for 4 hours. I woke up and went to get a drink of water. I couldn't. Every glass we own is scattered around the house. They didn't clean a single thing. I passive-aggressively started to pick up the dirty dishes and wash them. The following morning, I was trying my best to work when their kids were crying nonstop, banging on the walls, so on. Their mom was in her room for hours ignoring them. When my husband came home, he was upset with me over how I didn't make his brother's wife feel welcome in our home by helping with their kids when she was tired, then continued to complain how nothing was done. He was at work all day in the house, yep, the same one he didn't clean. That led to a fight where I told him, I am too sick to have company and they need to leave. To which he replied, they are his family and he won't kick them out. I started to cry again. I was beyond frustrated, exhausted. I physically couldn't do it anymore. I called my mom asking if I could come stay with her, telling her the whole story in front of my husband, who at this point was completely shocked, angry. Also, I could tell he wasn't sure what to do. My mom came with my brothers. I have 3 older brothers. My mom, super angry, told my husband, since your family can stay, so can we. My mom quickly took charge. I was sent to bed. My brothers started cleaning, complaining loudly at how disgusting my Bill family is, along with what a horrible husband my husband is for putting me through this while I'm sick. I got a text message from my Mill for calling me an A for not helping my husband clean up the house and putting my Bill in an uncomfortable position by having my mom boss him around. Edited to add update. When my Mill showed up, she was super angry outside. I could hear shouting but couldn't understand what was said. Once inside, she was shocked. My house looked really bad. My Bill lied to her about what happened. My Mill quickly started to help my mom in the bossing mode. My house is not just cleaned but deep cleaned. My Bill and his kids are now staying with Mill. She didn't know about the eviction. My in-laws helped them financially a couple of months ago. My Mill was not happy about it. Still refused to come out of the bedroom. She would scream through the door, but that was about it until her family came to pick her up. Last little bit. I did talk to my husband. He seemed very remorseful. I asked for some space. He is staying at a hotel. He asked to come by and talk to me tonight. My mom and dad are here. Both moms felt like I should have someone here since I am sick. Both moms have set up a meal plan, where they trade off who will bring in dinner. It was my Mill idea. Thank you for all your advice. I truly appreciate it. What's the scariest experience you've had you can't explain? A very lifelike dream where an unseen entity pinned me on my bed and shoved my phone down my throat. I woke up with my fingers down my throat trying to dislodge it, not realizing it was on the charger on the nightstand. Ages ago, I was taking a mid-afternoon nap when I dreamed, or had a nightmare, rather, that a demon jumped on my back and spread my legs, shoving itself up my ass. The pain of it woke me up and I was sore and clenching. I was in pain. I got up gingerly and willed myself to relax, reminding myself that it was just a stupid nightmare. Still, for the next couple of days I was in pain and considered going to the doctor, but wasn't sure what I would say. At that stage of marriage we hadn't experimented with doing that yet, so I was pretty embarrassed about it. Years later, when I loosened up enough and was feeling adventurous enough to try it, the pain of it was just like it had been that afternoon all those years before. So freaky.
Reloaded. More enemies out.